mind makes up actually 90% of your reality. What we believe. Our reality is thought-based. We're ruled by what we believe. What you believe is it makes up who you are. Your subconscious mind makes up actually 90% of your reality. What we believe becomes our reality. Period. If I can get you to believe something, it becomes a part of your reality.
Yep.
Right? They made you believe in these cell phones. We bought into it. Now it's a part of our reality.
Exactly.
Right? Hey, I need my admins in the building, man.
Hello and welcome to my video. This is an introductory video of my video series about ESP, extrasensory perception. Realizing that ideas may only be your perceptions of someone else mentally presenting ideas to you is vitally important in protecting your health and your life, because you are then able to dismiss those ideas, realizing that they are a hoax. Unfortunately, a lot of misinformation is being perpetrated about ESP by many interested groups in society to further their own agendas. This misinformation has created confusion so that most people are uncertain or doubt their psychic abilities. The scientific community, which has given us all the wonderful new technology and which has made our life easier, unfortunately are at odds about ESP, and that puts us at a disadvantage. Many parapsychologists are being ridiculed and mocked, and their research is being called invalid and not science or pseudoscience. The problem is that these abilities are seen to be outside of the accepted scientific view of reality, which is that materialism is all that there is. So scientists cannot explain ESP. Their reasoning is that if we can't explain ESP, then it cannot be real. However, as I will show in a later video, this scientific stance denies all of the scientific evidence that we have to date. Furthermore, psychic abilities show the cracks in the foundations of science and indicate that a paradigm shift is imminent. This is something that most scientists are resisting. But there are also other agendas which must be mentioned. Most biomedical scientists and research doctors are funded by the pharmaceutical companies, either directly or indirectly, and psychic abilities are an anathema to the drug companies and the entrepreneurial doctors. The reason is that psychic abilities point towards the true nature of disease, which is a nocebo effect, an adverse bodily reaction to ideas and beliefs. ESP uncovers the true causes of disease, which are the effects of toxic relationships. The medical industry's agenda is to keep the patient in the system as long as possible in order to continue to treat symptoms, even though it may lead to the patient's death, because that is where the money is. Treating the disease means that the patient will get well quickly, so is lost from the money-making system. Worse still, when people appreciate how they can be adversely influenced and thus affected, then they may not even get sick at all. So there is no money that can be made from them. Then we have the skeptics, which are a mixed bag. They include people from the scientific community and from the biomedical community. They include atheists, magicians, and people from all walks of life. And of course, among all of these groups, there are people who are part of the toxic subculture of inhumane people, commonly referred to as functional psychopaths or functional sociopaths or narcissistic personalities, etc. The skeptics claim to debunk or discredit ESP, and the reason they give is that they don't like to see innocent people duped. This, you will see, is a long, long way from the truth, because their efforts rely on the deceitful use of rational and critical thinking, and they rely on public ignorance about the way experiments should be done in science. Lastly, there is the media, who report many stories about psychic abilities, some of which may be true, but many of which are false or wildly exaggerated. There are many charlatans amongst them, and the way they are reported makes it very hard to separate the real from the phony, so it becomes difficult for the average person to know what to believe. The media also portrays psychics and healers as people with special abilities. Added to that, the scientific community referred to psychic abilities as paranormal. Science considers all of life, from microbes to plants to animals and humans, as machines, and machines can only have sensory perception. So scientists use the media to demand that all perception must come from the senses. However, these abilities are normal abilities which all people and all animals possess. And I would go so far as to say that plants as well, because we can show that plants can and do respond to good or bad intent. I will also discuss mind reading, because this is a fallacy. A trick is used, and one that can cause you to unwittingly give away information if you are not aware of it. But knowing the truth can protect you. In a later video, I will also discuss remote viewing. This method can be used to discover anyone who might be appearing to be a friend or simply an acquaintance, but who in reality is an enemy. Most people have been discouraged throughout childhood and adolescence from using these abilities. And as adults, we hear conflicting claims made by scientists as to whether ESP is real or not. So in the next video, I will be giving you an experiment that you can do to demonstrate to yourself the reality that we all have ESP, extrasensory perception. Thank you for viewing my video. And here is a short video of two kookaburras. However, these abilities are not as paranormal.